What's going on, everybody? Thank you for the love and support. Make sure you hit the like button, share button, subscribe button to the channel. I got a quick story I'm gonna share with you guys, man. Let's go. So this story is gonna be about the first report that I wrote when I was working for Atlantic City Police. I've talked to you guys about my first arrest while I was on FTO. I've talked about my first arrest when I got transferred into TDU, the Tourism District Unit. Giving you guys advice, a video about report writing. If you're trying to get into law enforcement, if you're going to the academy, you're going to have to learn about reports. You're going to have to get nice with your reports. All right, so on this particular day, me and my FTO, we get dispatched to Florida and Pacific Avenue. If you've been following the channel, hearing the videos, Florida and Pacific Avenue, that should sound familiar to you. That's the DUI story. That's the jaywalking turns into an arrest story. I've mentioned before, there's a lot of bullshit in that area. It's a very hot spot. A lot of prostitution, a lot of drugs, a lot of crime, a lot of guns, all that shit. Very hot spot. Mentioned to you, there's a little corner store there. Across from the corner store, across Pacific Avenue, there's a cell phone electronics store right there on the corner. Thing about that store, it would always get broken into. Whenever the store was closed overnight, come back the next morning, the windows would be smashed. Crackheads go in there, take their chargers, phones, cases, whatever they can. Whatever they can get their hands on to take it out to the street and try to sell it for some drugs. It's going to happen. And it's still happening. It's probably happening right now as I'm making this video. So me and my FTO, we get dispatched. We show up. There's nobody really around. It's like fucking 5 or 6 in the morning. We noticed that the front door was smashed. Had a big piece of cement rock that was thrown on the ground. We saw that. So FTO, he calls for the crime scene people just to take pictures. It wasn't no blood. It wasn't no crazy thing. So they show up. They're taking pictures. While that's going on, my FTO is trying to make contact with the store owner. Let him know, hey, Officer so-and-so from Atlantic City Police Department, I'm here at your store. Your store was broken into. Do you want to come here just so you can make sure all your shit is here? Owner shows up. The store owners are Spanish-speaking people. Luckily for me and my FTO, I spoke Spanish, so I started communicating with the owner. And at some point, my FTO was like, oh shit, like you speak Spanish? And I was like, yeah, like, you know, I can kind of get my point across. Cause my shit's broken. I got that Spanglish. I'm Puerto Rican, I know, I can understand it, but I can't sit down and have a full conversation with somebody, whatever, but I could get my point across. Like I could kind of maneuver my way. And that's very important for everybody. You don't even gotta be trying to get into law enforcement, man. If you could learn a second language, Spanish, fucking Italian, whatever. If you could just learn that language, you're applying to different places, it's gonna separate you from other people. You don't know how many times when I was working for Atlantic City, certain police officers will be requesting a Spanish-speaking officer to help them. So you'd be on a call, dispatch will get on, like, any Spanish-speaking officers working tonight that could help so-and-so because they don't know how to speak Spanish? It happens so many times. And Atlantic City and a lot of big cities in the country, there's multiple races and cultures that you're going to be dealing with. Like in comparison to you working like a small shore town, that you're only going to be dealing with white people that got money. In like Atlantic City, you're going to be dealing with white people that got money. You're going to be dealing with white people who don't got money. You're going to be dealing with black people who got money, black people who don't got money. You're going to be dealing with Asian people who got money. Middle Eastern people. You're going to be dealing with every different types of people because Atlantic City is just that fucking culture pot. People from all over the world go there. Even if you just know how to speak Spanish and you're dealing with a family or you're dealing with it's going to make that person feel more comfortable. Maybe they had a bad experience with a police officer who treated them like shit just because they were a Spanish-speaking person. You know, they call for 911 for help. They're trying to explain the situation to them the best that they can. Fucking the cops like, what the fuck, man? I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Man, what the fuck? Go back to your fucking country, man. What the fuck? I'm tired of this type of shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, maybe you should learn the Spanish. Maybe he knows 2 languages. It may be broken English, but at least you know, like, come on. Like, so I explained that shit to my FTO. Yeah, I speak Spanish, whatever. I get the information. We write everything down. The cost of whatever damage, what was missing, you know, he gets a case number, this and that. There was no suspect. We didn't have any suspect information, nothing like that. So there was really nothing we could do. It was a simple report. You know, show up, window where the door was broken, window was smashed. Contacted forensics, they arrived. Contacted the store owner, he arrived, spoke with the owner. He said he wanted to make a complaint if we were able to find the suspect. We wrote down the amount of damages, we gave him a case number, and we kept it fucking moving. That was my first report that I ever wrote. And it was a burglary? Criminal mischief? I don't even remember what it was exactly, but that was it. Simple stuff. Simple stuff, man. Simple story, simple stuff. But the two best things I think you guys should get out of this one, if you get into law enforcement, or even if you're not, just learn a different language. You don't gotta be an expert, but like be a little conscious sometimes where it's kind of like you're around multiple cultures and races for your profession, for your job or whatever. Like it may be a little beneficial for you to pick up that Google translation or whatever and turn some novelas on and learn that shit. Second thing, again, if you try and get into law enforcement, hit me up. If you got any questions, you go into the academy, report writing, you're gonna need it. It's like storytelling, baby, and I got you with the stories, bro. Catch y'all on the next one. Show love to the page, channel, like, share, subscribe. Catch you guys on the next one. Damn, I can't believe I said that twice. I'm smacked. Peace.